that seems to be all of us. Come on, Cynthia, there will be 10 people in this class.
Ceramics was full.
Yeah, I really expected more.
Yeah, well, this is the way it's been since God was in knickers, you know? At the Delta Art Center, you gotta know somebody who knows somebody to get in ceramics. So.
Yeah, when I was teaching this class in Los Angeles, we had classes of 15, 20 people.
You don't like us. He doesn't like us.
Can we smoke in here?
I guess we're just bumpkins to him. I'll have you know that I don't live in a trailer. Well, at least not since the tornado. Was that funny? Because I want to be funny, like on TV, you know?
Oh, I wrote for TV. Everything on television, including shows, it's not funny. It's more like Judy Seed, only with more lines.
Oh, well, then I suppose I don't know anything.
Oh, I'm not sure that's true. Well, I guess we should get started. My name is Gerd, and the education coordinator, Caroline, had to be convinced that this class of improvisation was worthwhile putting on the schedule. That's why we need more people. I'm convinced that improvisation is as important as oil painting, crochet knitting, or ceramics. I have a lot of experience with improvisation in Los Angeles, and I know that what I know can work here at the Delta Art Center. Improvisation. Improvisation is about listening. It's about paying attention. It's about being in the moment.
She has her hand up.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So can I smoke? I asked before.
Why don't you wait until after the class? We're going to do some exercises here in a minute. Thanks.
Did you know that black boy who plays that nerdy guy in the show Special Friends? He's a hoot and a half.
No, I didn't know him.
And did you see that one episode when he was up in this hot air balloon? I saw that one when I was at the hospital.
Listening is so important because you're doing a scene with a partner. And improvisation can be very cool at that because there's nothing for you to lean on. No props, no lights, anything. Just an empty stage and that other person. That can be very scary. And if you don't listen, you're off in your own world, you're going to die on stage. You die.
I almost died in the hospital.
So how can a partner help you?
Me too.
I had triple pneumonia and the doctors thought I was a goner. I was ready to give up the ghost, but then I saw my parent, Charlie, in a vision. And he said, Win, don't go towards the light.
Let me get back on track here.
What was weird is that he didn't speak in his normal parent voice. He spoke more like this nerdy guy from Special Friends. It was like, Win, don't go towards the light.
I was shocked.
Okay. Your partner can help you by saying yes instead of no. It's like real life, saying yes. Now, this is the first and most important part of improvisation. That's pretty much all you got to know.
I paid $50. I hope that's not all.
Well, no, you have to train yourself to say yes. For some reason, your first instinct is to say no. And that first instinct can ruin improvisation. I've seen it over and over. It's weird, but really smart people, otherwise brilliant, funny people, don't get this.
Oh, then it ought to be a snap for us, right?
No, I think it's an instinct, a sort of self-mechanism that kicks in without you being aware of it. And that is something we have to get rid of. So, why don't we stand up, we do an exercise, stand in a straight line, please. Over there in the line. Now, I will point at somebody, and that person is going to say yes and the first name. They're going to take their place. They point at somebody else and take their place.
What?
Say your name.
Why can't we smoke in here?
Because, say yes and your name.
Yes and your name.
No, say yes and then say your full name. Say your first name, Louise, your middle name and then your last name.
Why?
Because that's the exercise.
You know what? I hate my middle name. So I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say ha-ha instead.
Louise is my middle name.
Okay, great. The only thing I'm trying to do here is getting you in the habit of saying yes. Now I can point at someone, that person says yes, and their full name, and then they point at somebody else and take their place. Louise, point at me. Yes, Serge René Meinert.
What?
Say your name.
Louise Coldwater, yes.
Yes, very good. Now point at somebody else.
I have no voice.
No, Louise. Point at me.
Winifred Adams. Well, my friends call me Win.
Yeah, you forgot to say no, yes.
No, you interrupted me. Yes.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's move on. If you do improvisation, you need information. Each partner is supposed to give you that kind of information. We call them gifts. Let's say Win and I will do a scene. Let's say I would say, Miss Weatherby, I asked you for those stock reports, but they aren't on my desk. Miss Weatherby, I asked you for the stock reports. Where are they?
Don't look at me.
Miss Weatherby, I need those stock reports for the board meeting today. Where are they?
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay, let's stop right here. Remember the first exercise we did about saying yes?
Yeah, well, I want to be a game show host or a jockey or something besides a secretary. That's just stupid.
But you have to go with what your partner gives you. If you don't like it, that's too bad. But you see, I gave you a name, Miss Weatherby. I gave you a profession, secretary. These were gifts.
Well, it sure as heck wasn't a Merry Christmas, huh?
But there was a lot you could do. You could, for example, say, I spilled coffee on the report.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, this is something you could say, an example.
But that makes me a kludzy dodo bird. Besides, I am a secretary, and I never spill coffee. Believe me, never, ever.
The idea is you could say anything. Why don't we have you start the scene? So I'm your partner, you are in control, but remember, I need gifts, I need information, I need a situation, I need the scene to go somewhere.
Okay. So, Serge, tell me, how come you quit writing for TV and left Los Angeles?
Now we can talk about this later when start the exercise.
Well, this is the exercise. Your name is Serge, and I'm asking you why you quit TV and left Los Angeles.
I get your point.
Yeah, remember you have to say yes instead of no?
This is not improvisation, this is asking personal questions.
No, we're doing a scene. Remember? Improving. You have to answer. Yeah.
I left Los Angeles because of the earthquakes and the mudslides, the traffic, the smog, and the wildfires.
Nope, that's not it.
I got fired from the TV show because I wouldn't write their stupid suggestions.
Said no.
Yes.
Shouldn't have said no.
Ah, they wanted to write me about this show in the hot air balloon, and it was so juvenile and I couldn't do it. So they gave the job to another writer and the show won an Emmy. I tried to go back to improvisation, but everybody was younger and smarter and they were speaking a different language and I couldn't cut it. And then I was running out of money.
It's really sad.
Yeah. And then I had to crawl back home to my father who thinks I'm a nothing.
Poor Dad. Poor Serge, really, we sighed. But what about me? I need a gift, remember? I need information. So who am I?
Well, you are Win, short for Winfried. You love special friends on television. You have a parakeet that speaks to you in visions. You are a secretary that never ever spills coffee.
See? That's dull as dirt. I ought to know. I want to be Cecilia. I want to ride horses. And I want a boyfriend that's a high-stake gambler. And I want a mansion.
Yes?
First of all, I really want my friend Louise to have a cigarette.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know what? I think I'm gonna like this class.
Ah, yes!